Now I'm in my 60s now. I didn't understand that you don't drag a man down 2 layers to the F train level on a hot day where a man eating a Frankfurter is dropping it on his drag in this subway. So we said, we have to get out of here. And I'm running
This is when you're going to pick him up to take him to the opera.
Yes. And he doesn't know yet. I'm not going to hear Pavarotti. In lieu of my going, I'm going to just push him through the thing and say, Emil, guess what? This is surprise. So we come up out of the subway and it's pouring rain. We're on 59th Street and Columbus Circle. And he has on every finger rings of antique value, emeralds, opals, turquoise, to die. The man is dressed with the brim down, and he had his hair purpled and ultravioleted on the sides. And we're under an awning, and we're surrounded by 13, I counted them, 13 people of color who were about to attack us. And the rest was just hailstorms and rain. And I thought, oh my God, now I'm going to get us killed, because he wanted to go see, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Somebody help me. This voice said, I'll give $5 to any man who can get us a cab right now. And I waved an imaginary money in the air. And they all scattered to look for cabs. And I thought, gay. Gay. Mr. McCaffrey, what seems to be the command? No, nothing, Mr. Crisp. Everything is fine. They're looking for cabs for us. Whew. Well, did they find? Oh, there's one. Let's get in here. A guy pulls up on the corner. We get in the cab, shut the door, lock it, roll up the windows. And I said, take us to Lincoln Center. And the driver says, what's the address? I don't know. Lincoln Center. It's the Metropolitan Opera House. I need an address, buddy. What seems to be the problem here? We have 3 minutes. If we're not to this opera, Mr. Crisp, in 3 minutes, it ain't going to happen. And the wishes all could go to purgatory. I don't know. What seems to be the problem? The problem is he wants the address. Oh, that's not the problem, Mr. McCaffrey. That's not the problem at all. I said, listen, you don't know the Metropolitan Opera House. He says, I need an address, buddy, or I don't move. Oh, what is this all about, goes Mr. Crisp. I know what it's about. And he reaches into his somewhere, and a wad of money wrapped in rubber bands, what we call a roll, of money. I've never seen such proportions. It was all wad of money. And he starts ripping the bands off it, going, if it's about money, which it always is, it's always about money, Mr. McCaffrey, you can bet your life on it, well then give it to them. And he starts ripping the bands asunder, and he starts floating the money all over. We were covered with money. And the cab driver says, I don't do nothing unless I get an address. And he goes, I said, it's not about money. Really? There's an issue that's not about money? He said, yeah. Amazing. Pick up your money. So we pick up the money. I say, it's that way. Just follow my finger. The guy drives. We get up to the fountain and we have to cross the plaza in 2 minutes left, or we'll be locked out of the Met. And there's Emil on the other side of the turnstile of the Metropolitan Opera House, waiting to fulfill Mr. Crisp's dream. And at this point, I realize I have to go at his pace. I can't go at my pace. And his pace is slow, and he wants to be protected from, he doesn't mind the rain. He said, I'm not sugar, Mr. McCaffrey, but this timing thing could be tightened up, I said, well, what do you want from fairies from the wish-granting realm to do? Well, we'll make it, not to worry. It's the first time I ever heard that expression, not to worry. Everything is moving right along. Not to worry. I said, not to worry. And we'll get there, and I was transformed. And we get up to the thing, and there's Emil, there's the ticket man, and there's the turnstile. And I said, Emil Mercado, meet Mr. Crisp, Quentin Crisp, Emil Mercado, Rigoletto, let me know how you enjoy the opera. Push him through. And he goes, you mean you're not coming? And I said, no, your wish was to hear Mr. Pavarotti, and you will. Amazing! That's the story.